from the gun. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Mayfield down. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Newton on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They can't tackle him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got to he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Off play action. Newton. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Throwing is Newton. A dump off to Smallwood. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to the
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, Lynch. Oh, now he bowls him over. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He can run for it, and he will. Now the ball comes loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To Mixon on the check down. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. On first down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Step it, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 5 yards out, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, little 360.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Chris Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Green 39! Green 39!
Mayfield off the play fake. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the intercept. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Newton. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Newton steps away, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles Harris in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 23-yard run. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And he's able to put it through. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down. It's Lenzen, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will go for it. Now Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Toss play to Lynch. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Then we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Newton now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Newton on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go on fourth. Newton. He gets it to ground, complete. And all the way down to the 39. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun. Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And that is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? Everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On the handoff, Lynch. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This one through, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Line of scrimmage again to 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton, and an alley to run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Newton. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now it's Newton. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now it's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. First throw in overtime for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Here's Newton. And got him in. It's Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Newton throwing again. And it is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
They start the drive with Lynch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. What can Mayfield do here in the OT to mix it on the check down? And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mayfield being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Mayfield looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it, you will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Newton now to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Newton on third down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Newton on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.